Welcome, lovely one, to Maths Made Easy. My name is Osei Mensah, also known as Said Tony. I am a mathematics teacher. I am going to teach you how to add or subtract the terms of an algebraic expression. Before we start, please subscribe to this channel and click on the bell icon to be notified anytime we upload new videos. If you are done, let's get started. In this video, I am going to teach you how to add or subtract terms in an algebraic expression. Check out my other videos in which I explain the meaning of algebraic expressions and some terminologies in algebraic expression. Before I teach you how to add or subtract the terms in an algebraic expression, please, I want you to note the following. Note number 1. The process of adding or subtracting the terms in an algebraic expression is usually referred to as simplify. The word simplify means reduce the expression to its simplest form. You will come across the word simplify a lot in questions under algebraic expressions. Let's now take these examples. Simplify the following expressions. Example 1, example 2, and example 3. These are clear examples of questions under addition and subtraction of algebraic expressions. We will answer these questions along the line. Note number 2. In algebraic expression, or when you are dealing with variables, you can only add or subtract like terms. If you want to correctly add or subtract terms in an algebraic expression, then the terms must be like terms. Terms are actually the part of an expression which are separated by addition and subtraction signs. In this video, I will teach you the meaning of like terms. I will also teach you the best way to group like terms and how to add or subtract like terms. Now, let me show you what like terms are. Like terms are terms that contain the same variables raised to the same powers. For example, 2x power 3 and 5x power 3 are like terms. This is because both terms have the same variables, which is x, and also the variables are raised to the same powers, which is 3. Let's take 2x cubed and 5x squared. They are not like terms. This is because they have different powers, even though their variables are the same. You can only say that two or more terms are like terms if they have the same variables raised to the same powers. This is the best way to identify what we call like terms. Let me show you more examples on like terms. 2x, 5x, and 11x are like terms since they have the same variables raised to the same powers. Also, y squared, 4y squared, and negative 15y squared are like terms since they also have the same variables raised to the same power. Then finally, 3mn raised to the power 4, 7mn raised to the power 4, and 20mn raised to the power 4 are also like terms because they have the same variables raised to the same power. Please take note that for like terms, it does not matter what the coefficients are. All you need to know is that the terms must have the same variables raised to the same powers. So for example, 9p raised to the power 3, negative 8p raised to the power 3, and 11p raised to the power 3. Now you see all the terms have the same variables raised to the same powers, but their coefficients are not the same. For the first term, the coefficient is 9. The second term has a coefficient of negative 8, and then the last term has a coefficient of 11. Yet, they are all considered as like terms. Let me show you how to group like terms. Now take this expression Let's group the like terms in the expression. Please, in this example, we will not simplify, but rather we are just going to group the like terms. So the like terms are 3ab and 5ab. They are like terms. Also, 2a and 12a are like terms. Then finally, 7a squared b and 2a squared b are also like terms. If terms are like terms, they can now be added or subtracted. So let's look at that one. Let me now teach you how to add or subtract like terms in an algebraic expression. I will teach you by using the following rules. Rule number 1. You can only add or subtract like terms as you learned from the beginning. Let me illustrate that rule with these examples. Simplify the expressions 1, 2, and 3. Since the variables and their powers are the same, all the terms are like terms, so you can just add their coefficients. From the expression, the coefficient of the first term is 5, and the coefficient of the second term is 2. So 5 plus 2 is 7. Then attach the variable x to the coefficient 7. Finally, the answer becomes 7x. This method is used only if they are all like terms. Remember that the powers of the variables cannot change when you add or subtract. I am trying to say that the power of the variables in the final answer must be the same as that of the question. Let me show you another way to answer this question. Now, since we have 5x plus 2x, then we can just say 5 of the x added to 2 of the same x. This will give us 7 of the x, which is written as 7x. This is just simple. The two terms all contain the variable x. Let me use oranges to demonstrate this concept well. 5 oranges plus 2 oranges will give you 7 oranges. Since they are all oranges, we consider them to be like terms. So for that matter, they can be added. We take example number 2, which is all the terms have the same variable, that is xy. So we can simplify them. Please note that there are no powers. So the powers of the variables are 1. 3xy plus 7xy is 10xy. Then minus 2xy will be 8xy. The final answer is 8xy. As usual, same variables in the final answer since they are all like terms. Question 3. All the terms have the same variables with the same powers. The p's have powers of 2 and the k's no power, so power of 1. Add or subtract the terms as shown in the question. 9p squared k minus 3p squared k is 6p squared k. Then 6p squared k plus p squared k, or 1p squared k. This is because its coefficient is 1. This gives us 7p squared k. The final answer is then 7p squared k. When you cross-check from the question and the answer, you realize that the variables and their powers from the question are the same as the variables and their powers in the answer. This is exactly how like terms must work, so please take note of that. Rule number 2. You cannot add or subtract a variable and a real number, since they are not like terms. For example, a plus 3 will still be a plus 3. Also, 5 minus x will still be 5 minus x. And finally, 2y plus 3 will also be 2y plus 3. This is because they are not like terms, but rather they are unlike terms. Now let's solve the examples given earlier in this video. Example 1. If you check the terms one after the other, you will realize that they are all not like terms. So at this point, you have to first of all group the like terms. 7x and 2x are like terms. This is because they both have the same variable raised to the same power. You will write them as 7x minus 2x. It is very important to move the terms along with their operational signs in front of them. The term 2x has a subtraction sign in front of it, so you will move the subtraction sign with the 2x. The next like terms are 5xy and 9xy. They also have the same variables, which are xy, with powers of 1 each. Write them as plus 5xy plus 9xy. Now simplify them. 7x minus 2x gives 5x. Also, 5xy plus 9xy gives 14xy. 5x and 14xy are not like terms. This is because they don't have the same variables. Variable x is not the same as variable xy, even though they both have the same variable in common, which is x. It doesn't still make them like terms. So the final answer will become 5x plus 14xy. This is how addition and subtraction of algebraic expression is done. Please try example 2 and example 3 on your own. These are the final answers. Congratulations to you if you were able to answer all the questions correctly. Please watch the other videos on algebraic expressions to get more understanding. Thanks for your time. God bless you and see you in the other videos. Bye.